Hey everyone, this is Doug with B&H. I have something pretty exciting to talk about today. Here it is, the Canon Cinema EOS C200. Where do I begin with this? As the latest entry in Canon's Cinema EOS line, the C200 has a very interesting feature set that's sure to get filmmakers excited. It utilizes a 15-stop Super 35 CMOS sensor to deliver stunning 4K images and continues the trend set by earlier Cinema EOS cameras of providing everything you need in one device. The C200 has a few ways to acquire video. On the body, you'll notice slots for 2 SD cards and 1 CFast 2.0 card. According to SD cards, the C200 can write MP4 files, and in the future, Canon plans to provide XF AVC recording as well. But on the CFast card, we get something very special: DCI 4K RAW. In the MP4 mode, the camera can shoot up to 4K UHD 60 FPS or 1080p at 120 FPS in 8-bit 420 color. In the new Cinema Raw Lite mode, you can record up to DCI 4K 60 FPS in 10-bit Raw Lite or 30 FPS in 12-bit. Raw Lite modes promise a 1/3 to 1/5 reduction in file size, making these much easier to work with than traditional RAW formats. Now, while this opens up a lot of freedom in post, where the C200 really shines is in its considerations for workflow. The RAW mode also supports 2K proxies recorded simultaneously to the SD cards, which maintain the DCI format, meaning this camera gives you an immediate option for offline editing while still reaping the benefits of RAW acquisition. With MP4 recordings, the camera supports C-Log and C-Log 3, which are intended to be easily and quickly gradable in post. In C-Log 3, you can achieve 13 stops of the sensor's dynamic range, making this a very reliable format for faster-paced productions that still need good latitude. If you want the full 15-stop range, you can get that by generating C-Log 2 files in Canon's RAW development software from the RAW files. On the outside, the C200 is a bit different from its predecessors. You have your internal 10-stop NDs on the side, the top handle, and a grip on the side with a rosette connector. Notable, however, for the first time, is the redesigned touchscreen monitor. This is a completely modular screen that, unlike the C100, is removable, but also, unlike the C300, only requires one cable to carry video. Now, of course, that means that the XLR connectors are now integrated with the main body, one on the side and one angled towards the operator. The controls for the audio are also now located on the back panel, making it much easier to adjust the audio settings. The camera will only be available in the EF mount. Oh, and that touchscreen monitor? You can use it to focus with Canon's dual-pixel autofocus. Now, there's one more thing to talk about. One of the Cinema EOS line's greatest strengths is its modularity, but Canon took it a step further by creating this, the C200B. The B model has all the same internals and recording abilities of the main C200, but it removes the OLED EVF, top handle, grip, and LCD monitor. The goal here is to minimize the size of the camera and fit it into stabilizer rigs and other setups with limited space. The C200B can still attach grips and handles from other C200s or third parties, but the EVF is a physical difference in the unit, meaning it requires an outboard monitor. So to wrap it up, the C200 is a production dream. Internal DCI 4K Raw Lite, 4K at 60 FPS, up to 15 stops of dynamic range, an extended ISO range of 100 to 102,400, PQ support over SDI and HDMI, proxy formats, and MP4 delivery make this a powerful piece of kit. It also supports LiMo power and the same batteries as the C300 Mark II. You also get streaming over Ethernet, built-in Wi-Fi, and compatibility with Canon's GPS accessory. Finally, the C200 has a terminal for the RCV100 remote controller. With all of this, it requires very little beyond the camera itself to get out there and start shooting. From B&H, my name is Doug. Thanks for watching.